install profile should be, right? So if you have a community site, you would have all sorts of instructions based on what you would do potentially.
Yeah. The idea is that front page text, if there is anything there, ought to be geared towards your end users, not the administrator. If you still want the old, help text and stuff, it's still there. It's just under the help system, which is where you would go if you don't know how to install Drupal. But that is a good point that module's link from the front page was a handy little shortcut. So maybe we should have that back in there. Well, I'll get into later why we don't need to do that, but that's a whole separate discussion. So if I add new content, I can add an article. You can see that it automatically adds a tags vocabulary here, which is nice because nobody knew Drupal could do tagging out of the box, and now they at least have some idea. So I can, fill this out. Hello, your day, etc. What's up? This is new. This is normally like a big stack of radio buttons that scans all the way down the page and is horrible and awful. And you also have to expand it in order to know whether or not you can, what you can use in terms of tags and stuff like that. So now it will tell you, and if you switch between these two, the instructions will adjust themselves automatically. And this is what we're especially excited about. This is called vertical tabs. So normally what you would get here is a bunch of collapsed field sets, and you'd have to expand each one individually to find out what's under there, what does it actually do. If you want to know whether or not revisions are enabled, you'd have to expand the thing, check a box, and do all this kind of stuff. So not only does this give us the collapsed type of stuff as collapsed field sets did, it also gives you, just from a glance, you can tell whether the options that you need are set properly or not, which is new.
Good question.
Yeah.
What does that look like with JavaScript?
Oh, good question. What does it look like?
It's just a bunch of field sets. Just they are not collapsed, but organized into vertical tabs.
Yep.
It's the same thing.
So it looks identical to what the screen looks like now without this stuff. And the nice thing about this, from a code perspective, is you can change any field set into a vertical tab field set. So if you want to reuse this interface pattern in your old modules, you can do that.
Can you set a default input format for role now?
Not yet. If someone works on it. There's an
this
issue
is
with
rule number one that Boris said. There is an issue for it.
Yep.
There is a patch. There is a lot of work already went into it. It's not easy. It's not easy at all. There is a lot of work going into it. I think at least 3 or 4 years now. And well, if you want, we can sit down. I will show you the issue. It's pretty well spoken out what our challenges is. We want it, yes, please.
In the meantime, for Drupal 6, although I would encourage you to fix this in Drupal 7 because that's kind of dumb, you need an add-on to do this, but this module, better formats, will let you do per role or per content type or a bunch of other stuff in per formats, which is neat. So let's check out the admin panel. This is basically the same. Couple of new things here. The modules page has, notice